Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most buzzed-about AI projects on the internet right now, OpenClaw. If you've seen the name flying around but you're not totally sure what the big deal is, well, you are in exactly the right place. So let's get into it.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll break down what OpenClaw actually is. Then, we're going to meet the person who built it. After that, we'll look at the key problems it solves, help you figure out if it's right for you, and finally, peek into the future of this really exciting project.
So, first things first, what is all the buzz about? We're calling this the AI that does things for a very good reason. You'll see in a minute that this simple idea is a massive change from the kind of AI most of us are used to dealing with.
I want you to just think about this question for a second. The AI we use every day, it's mostly conversational, right? It chats with us, it writes things, it answers our questions. But OpenClaw is built on a totally different idea. What if your AI could actually do things for you?
And that brings us to the core concept here, the autonomous AI agent. Look, this is not just another chatbot. This is an AI that's built from the ground up to actually run tasks, use your software, and manage your files. It's designed to act. This is the whole category OpenClaw belongs to, and honestly, it's a huge leap forward.
So to put it really simply, the best way to think about OpenClaw is like a personal assistant, but a personal assistant that actually has hands. It's not just giving you some ideas or suggestions, it's literally carrying them out for you, right there on your machine.
And this is where it gets really practical, especially if you're a developer. I mean, just imagine telling your assistant, hey, go organize all my project files, or clear out all my GitHub notifications, or even go find that code snippet I need online. OpenClaw is built to handle exactly these kinds of tedious, repetitive tasks that eat up so much of our time.
So who's the brain behind this incredibly powerful tool? Let's switch gears and meet the creator, because honestly, understanding the who and the why gives you so much insight into what this project is all about.
The person behind it all is Peter Steinberger. He's an Austrian software engineer and the founder of a really successful company called PSPDFKit. Now, his background is super important here because he's got this reputation for building really polished, high-quality tools that developers actually enjoy using.
But his motivation, this is the key. This project wasn't just some random idea. Steinberger wanted something very, very specific. He wanted an AI that, 1, runs locally, so all your data stays private on your own computer. 2, that respects privacy. And 3, and this is the big one, an AI that can perform tasks instead of just talking about them.
And man, the journey for this project has been a total whirlwind. It basically went viral, just exploded in popularity. Then Steinberger announced a huge career move over to OpenAI. But, and this is critical, he also promised to move OpenClaw into an open source foundation, making sure that it stays accessible for everyone to build on in the future.
Okay, so let's dig into what makes OpenClaw feel so revolutionary. In this next part, we're going to focus on 5 specific key problems that this project was designed to tackle from the very beginning.
So here they are, the 5 big ones. First, it pushes AI way beyond just chatting. Second, by running on your machine, it's privacy first by design. Third, it plugs right into the apps you use every day. Think Discord or Slack. Fourth, because it's open source, you get total transparency. You can see exactly how it works. And finally, and maybe most importantly, it's basically a platform for this whole next wave of what people are calling agentic AI, these smart agents that can act on their own. It's really more than a tool. It's like a whole new way of thinking about how we use our computers.
So that brings us to the really practical question, right? Is OpenClaw something you should actually go and try out for yourself? Let's break down who this is really for and who might want to hang back for a little while.
So, who's the target audience here? Well, on one hand, if you love tinkering with new tech, if you want to automate all those boring tasks, and if you're just genuinely curious about where AI agents are headed, then yeah, you should absolutely dive in. It's an incredible thing to play with. But, on the other hand, if you're not super comfortable with developer tools, or if the idea of an AI having access to your files makes you a bit nervous, it might be best to wait. And it's worth saying, experts have brought up some very real security concerns with any tool that's this powerful.
All right, so where does it go from here? This project is moving at lightning speed, and honestly, its path gives us a pretty clear look at the future of personal AI. Let's talk about the road ahead.
The future really points to 5 big things. We're definitely going to see more mainstream adoption as it becomes easier to set up. With that will come a whole ecosystem of plugins built by the community.
The AI itself is going to get more and more autonomous, able to handle way more complex jobs. Now that means there's going to have to be a huge focus on security to keep things safe, and finally, we'll see it all guided by stable, professional development from its new open-source foundation.
And so, we'll end on this thought. This idea of a personal AI agent, it's not science fiction anymore. It's here, it's real, it's running on developers' computers all over the world. And that raises a really fascinating question for all of us to think about. The tech is ready, so what's the first thing you're going to ask it to do? Thanks for joining me.